So when creating a Flippity, I recommend creating a Google site with at least the buttons you're going to be using for the different periods. And what this will allow you to do is it'll allow you to click it and go directly to your Flippity or your group selector. If you don't do this, you're going to have to go into Google Docs, find the spreadsheet that you're going to create, and then click on a link inside of the spreadsheet, which is why I think some people end up not using Flippity. If you have it in one spot where you can just click and it takes you to your Flippity, it makes things a lot easier for you. And from here, you can go ahead and pick your groups of 2, your groups of 5, your teams of 5, or your teams of 2, or 2 teams. So the process is fairly simple. If you just go to flippity.net or just Google Flippity, it will take you to this site here, and they have a ton of other gadgets that you can play with. But the one you're going to want is this one, the Flippity Random Name Picker. Now, you're going to click on Template, and over here, make sure you're on your icon in the Chrome browser. So make sure it's your eSite icon. So click on Template, and it's going to ask you if you want to create a copy. Just click Create a Copy. And what it's going to do is it's going to create a copy for you inside of your Google Drive. So I'm going to go ahead and just start by calling this 7th period. I don't have a 7th, but we're going to call it 7th period. So once you have that, the photo is just an extra feature. If you're curious about that, you can ask, but you can also have pictures pop up. I don't do that because I just need the names. What I do is I just delete these, and I'm going to go ahead and start entering in names. So I'll enter like last name, first name. Now the order doesn't really matter, because it's going to randomize it for the most part anyway. If you want it to be in a certain order, like this person is number 1 Chromebook, this person is number 12 Chromebook, you can do that. That just takes a little extra work. Normally I have one of my TAs do this, or you can copy and paste it from School Loop into here. So once you're done, I'm just going to go ahead and fill in some random stuff here. And I just populated with just some random stuff. So once you're done entering all 32, 33 of your students, you're going to want to click on the Publish button. So go to File, and then just go to Publish to Web. Just click Publish. It's going to ask you if you want to. OK. Click that Closed. And then click on this tab where it says Get Link here. Now this link is the one that you're going to want to change into one of these buttons, because if not, you're going to have to come back, find this Google Sheet, and click on this link. But what happens is when you click on the link, hopefully you have a button, it has sorted out all your students. So I can do, okay, groups of 2, maybe groups of 3, and it'll have an extra person, but this person you can put into one of the groups to create a group of 4. Now, the important part here is if you have an absent student, if you click on the More icon and go to Quick Edit, you can take that person out, click Apply Edits, and now you'll notice it's not part of the circle. So they've actually been taken out. So when it creates groups of 3 or teams of 3, you won't see your absent student. Now, does this mean they're permanently deleted? No. So I'm going to close this down, and I'm going to go back to the link. And this is a lot easier if you have that button. And there's absent student again. So they'll appear again if you click out of it and then come back to it the next day. One of the other things I like using this for is Jigsaw Groups. So if you take a look, you can do groups of, I'm going to do groups of 2. And if I want to do a jigsaw, this person reads the first article, this person reads the second article, and I can get them back into their original group. So this person would share the article, this person would share the article, and they would just go back and forth. So again, a great way to do a jigsaw classroom. This also allows you to shuffle the team. So if for whatever reason you don't want this particular set, you hit shuffle and it'll reshuffle the team for you. If you're working at station, so you want group 1 to move over to station 2, that's this button where you rotate the group and then they just move from one station to the next. There's a ton of other cool features that you can play around with, but that is getting you started on Flippity.